kids. I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about why I started this channel. I have got some notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's why. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not professional by any means. I'm not a gal who does her hair and makeup every day. I mean, I brush my hair and I wash my face, but I'm pretty simple. Yeah, so this is unpolished and unprofessional, but it is who I am, and this is who you're going to see all the time. So yes, I've got some notes down here because I've done this video like 6 times and I have not liked any of the things that I've recorded because I don't know what I'm going to say, but now I do. So I'm Kelly. I wasn't going to tell you my name, but I'm going to tell you my name because I feel like if you don't know my name, we can't be friends. But I'm not going to tell you the names of my family. We have some nicknames that my son has given us. So you get to know them soon. So I'm currently 42. We live in the southeast suburbs of Victoria. I'm married to my husband. We're going to call him Daddy Palmer. All our names are chicken based and our son gave them to us. So yes, we're married. We've been married for, I don't know now, maybe 12 years. I don't remember. I think it's 12 years coming up. We got married on New Year's Eve. But I can never remember what year. I just know it was New Year's Eve. Yeah. So I'm Kelly. We're about to move house, so I don't know why I'm starting this now, but I am. We move in 3 weeks. We've currently own our home. Well, we don't own it, the bank owns it. And we're moving to a larger house. Just suits our family better. And it seemed like the right time, so the universe worked in our favour. We put our house on the market and 2 days later it sold. And 2 weeks later we bought our new house, and that was 4 months ago. It's been the longest settlement in history, but we're getting there. We're moving in 3 weeks. So that's exciting. I'm currently working casually. I work in retail for the Coles Group. Some weeks I work a lot, some weeks I don't work very much. It just depends. But I'm just started applying to get some more like permanent work. My background is in administration and like office environments. So I'm looking to get back into that part time. But we'll see. Outside of work, I have been raising a family for the last 9 years, almost 10 years. And outside of that, I love to crochet. I learnt when my first daughter was born to sort of stave off mental illness. Just having my hands busy and counting and making something out of nothing appealed to me, and I've kept going. Not very good at it, but I do it anyway. Just make a few blankets and stuff. I don't make amazing things, but they work for our family. And I also do calisthenics. If you don't know what calisthenics is, it's like a dance performance sport. I've done it all my life since I was 5. I coach. At the moment I'm coaching teenagers, so they're age 13 to 17. But I've coached all the sections. We start when they're 3 and we go up till when you're dead. It's a cult. Once you're in. But yeah, it's a big sport. It's Australian only. It's a big sport in Victoria and Western Australia and South Australia, and in the other states there's like smaller followings, but it's massive here. If you want to know what it is, just look up Australian calisthenics on YouTube and the videos come up and you'll see what it is. It's like just a mixture of like dancing and ballet and gymnastics, and we also use apparatus called rods and clubs, and yeah, it's a sport where there's something for everyone. It's mainly female based, but in recent years the inclusion has been sort of like opening up, and my son actually does it. But yeah, boys are welcome and encouraged, but they're very few and far between. So that's me. My husband, who we're going to call Daddy Palmer, currently works full time. He's a shift worker in the railway industry. So yeah, that's hectic, but it's our life. He also plays World of Warcraft and repairs broken consoles because he likes to collect consoles and he can't afford them, so he buys like broken ones and repairs them and sells them on. And that's how he funds his habit of collecting game consoles and games and gaming systems and all that sort of stuff. So it's a great hobby for him to have because when he's not at work, he's home. And I always know where he is, which is helpful. So we have 3 kids. Our oldest daughter, who we're going to call Rose Chook, is 9. She has Down syndrome and celiac disease, which is a great combo to have. So she goes to mainstream school. She does calisthenics as well. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. She's in everything mainstream, aside from therapy, obviously. There are a lot of opinions around special school and special education and all that sort of stuff, and I don't really want to get into it, but our stance is that she is going to be an adult in the real world, and so she needs to be in the real world to begin with. She needs to understand how the world works, and other people need to understand her. And if we shut her away, then she's never going to learn, and the world's never going to learn. So that's our broad stance on mainstream versus special education, and it's worked for us. She's currently in grade 3, and it's working for us now. I don't know where the future's going to take us, but that's where we are currently with that. She loves slime. I don't. She loves makeup. She's not a girly girl, but she does love makeup. She loves to read. She loves doing her homework. Her school doesn't give homework, but she writes her own homework sheets and corrects them and gives herself an A. Her school doesn't even give grades either, but she watches a lot of stuff on YouTube, namely Ruby and Bonnie. If you know children's YouTube, you would know Ruby and Bonnie. They either get an A or an F for their work, and so she always gives herself an A because she knows that an F is bad. She doesn't have a lot of the typical issues that come with a person with Down syndrome. Her heart is healthy. She's developed fairly normally, albeit on an extended timeline. Like, she just does things when she is ready, and that's always been our way. We just encourage her to do everything. Our view is that the limits on her growth are what we place on her. So if we just assume she's going to do everything, then eventually she'll get there. So far she's proven us right in that thinking. But we just assume competence, basically. So we're assuming that she's going to go out and get a job. We're assuming she's going to drive. We're assuming she's going to move out. And we're working towards those things. If they never happen, they never happen. We don't want to put her in a box and say she can't do anything, because she has proven time and time again that she's very, very capable. When she speaks, if you know her, then you can understand her very well. People who don't hear her often will really need to tune in to speak or to listen to her. But she can be understood most of the time by most people. Everyone at school knows what she's saying. It's helpful now that she reads, because sometimes if I don't understand her, I'll say, "Can you spell it?" And she'll spell the word she's trying to say. And that makes things 10 times easier. Some of her speech sounds are not very clear. She's a joy and amazing and really hard and everything that children are. She is fiercely independent and is always telling me that she's a grown-up, and I'm not ready for her to be a grown-up, but she's only 9. She'll be 10 in 6 months, so she's only just like 9.5. Anyway, yes, she is determined that she's going to do everything, and good luck to anyone who's going to get in her way, is all I've got to say about our little Rose Chook. Our son, who we're going to call Chicken Nugget, is 4. He'll be 5 at the end of December. He is currently at kinder at a long daycare centre, and he goes a couple of days a week. Starts school next year at the end of January. I'm a bit sad about that because he's my little boy, but he is growing up. He was a COVID baby. We got pregnant with him basically the minute we went into lockdown in Melbourne in 2020. And so I was pregnant throughout all of those extended lockdowns in Melbourne. and he was born at the end of the year. And so it was an interesting pregnancy. We might get into that another day. He loves trucks, singing footy songs. He likes all the theme songs from the AFL teams. We haven't actually taken him to the footy, and he doesn't know what footy is, but he loves all the songs. He loves superheroes, he loves Lego, he loves mucking around with his friends. He's got 2 little besties at kinder, which I'm really sad about actually, because neither of them are going to his primary school, so he'll need to make some new friends, but he can do that. He came up with our nicknames because he's obsessed with chicken nuggets. If you know young children, they all go through a beige stage, and he is in his beige stage right now. He eats anything that is beige, or lollies. Actually, he doesn't like lollies, he likes chocolate. He's got a massive sweet tooth. M&Ms. Yeah, he loves Oreos. He's a nuggets and chips kid, and so we're just going to give Chugga Nugget his time, being a nugget guy. And yeah, he does calisthenics too, so he is in the Tinies group, and yeah, he loves it so far, so I'm going to keep encouraging him, but if he decides he doesn't want to do it, then I'm not going to force him. Just because I'm the coach doesn't mean he has to do it, but he's currently enjoying it, so he can keep going as long as he wants. And then our youngest daughter, who we're going to call Popcorn Chicken, there's a reason she's called Popcorn Chicken, because she's a firecracker. She's almost 3, she'll be 3 a couple of weeks after we move. She goes to daycare as well. She goes there the same days that her brother goes. At the moment she is into Frozen. She loves singing songs. Pink Pony Club is just, she has a t-shirt with a horse on it. It's not even pink, and she calls it her Pink Pony Club t-shirt, and she wants to wear it every day. But that's who she is. She loves sparkles and rainbows, but she is not a girly girl. I mean, she's into makeup and everything just like her big sister, but I think she's more just wanting to be like her big sister. She, you know, when you think you're having a daughter, I'm not a girly girl either, so it's helpful that my daughters are not. But, you know, sparkles and princesses and high heels and all that stuff, they're into it, but they're not girly girls. This little one, Popcorn Chicken, she doesn't ever want her hair tied up. She's got this crazy curly hair, and it's just always, she's like, I just want messy hair. I'm like, okay, you can have messy hair. Anyway, she's fiercely independent also, constantly just wants to do her own thing, and yeah, it's interesting to watch them grow up. So that's the kids, that's my husband, that's me. We live a pretty boring life, and I'm sure for everyone, like, money's tight. It's going to get even worse when we move, because we are getting a bigger house, and so we need to find more money each month. And it's just, I just thought I'd start this YouTube channel because I love watching other people and how they figure their lives out, and I just thought, why not share our life? Yeah, there's quite a few people that I watch regularly, subscribe to their channels, and I've just always thought, like why not? So now I'm doing it. I don't know why I chose 2 weeks before we moved, or 3 weeks before we moved, but this is what we're doing. So I went out and got myself a camera and a microphone, and I don't currently have a tripod. My camera is sitting on a pasta box and a box of Chupa Chups. That's my amazingly set up. I'm gonna share like grocery hauls and what I cook, not generally for dinner, because our dinners are very boring, having 3 kids who are very beige and boring. But yeah, I might show you what we have for dinner, what I cook up for my husband and I, do a bit of meal prep. But yeah, so that's, I'll go through it like at the way we budget as well, and some stuff about Down syndrome and some stuff about celiac disease. I just said her name, so I'm going to edit that out. Anyway, roast hook is gluten-free, which is what celiac disease is, and so there's some things that we need to consider in our house, given that everyone else eats gluten and she doesn't. I mean, if she does, she gets diarrhea for a week, so who wants that? Not me. But yeah, so there's some things that we have to do differently to normal families. So that's a point of interest, I suppose, for stuff that I can tell you about. So yeah, if you have any questions, please ask them in a comment. I don't know how that all works, but I'm sure I'm going to learn. Like and subscribe. I hear everyone say that, so do that. I don't know what that means, but yeah, so if you feel like this is a place that you want to be, watching us or watching me, I'm not going to get the kids in there, yeah, then do all those things and follow along on our little journey. A few little things, obviously I'm not saying my family members' names, you know me as Kelly, but everyone else has a nickname, and I don't really want to show the kids' faces on here. My husband is supportive of what I'm doing, but we've agreed on a few little things, so we're not going to show the kids' faces. You might see photos, I might put photos up, I'm not sure yet, but we're just respecting their privacy, and you never know, like this stuff is on the internet forever. I'm an adult, I know what I'm doing, putting my face out there, but they're little, they're young, and so we're going to let them decide later on if they want to be a part of it. And also, you'll see bits around my house, but I'm not going to do like a full house tour of either this house or the new house. I just think for our personal security, I don't want to disclose that information. So you'll see bits of our houses, I sound so rich, this house and then when we move. And I might document a little bit of the moving journey as well. We've already started packing, so maybe I'll take you out to the garage and show you what we've packed, and as we go along. But yeah, if you have any questions, just ask them. I'm an open book, I'm happy to answer anything, generally, or I might make a video about it if we get similar comments or questions. But yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to post. I don't even know if this video is going to make it online. We'll just wait and see. And yeah, that's us. Also, if you know me in real life, don't put our names, please, because I don't want you to do that. But feel free to follow along on my awkward learning how to be a YouTube person endeavour. Yeah, I'll see you next time.